Bestie, if you want to help a lot of people make a big impact, whether that's your family, your friends, your community, your business, the world, you've got to learn how to receive. Because how can you give away something that you don't have, right? If you're trying to make a positive impact in people's lives, but you're burnt out and fried and feeling so unworthy and not good enough and exhausted because there's been no time for you, there's been no filling up your cup, no doing things that make you happy, that make you feel like you, no rest, no play, how are you meant to give anything away to anyone else? And it's a bit of an unlearning process too, because for a lot of us, we're taught to give, we're taught to pour into everyone else, to put ourselves last. But if you actually think about it, people benefit the least when we do that. Really, the most selfless thing that we can do if we want to make a positive impact in people's lives is pour into ourselves. Fill ourselves up so much that we cannot help but overflow. Because think about this, how much more do people in your life benefit when you are thriving, healthy, feeling worthy, feeling excited, versus the version of you that's feeling resentful and just exhausted and drained and unsupported? And this is where we get to really go deep into those subconscious beliefs, right? Remembering that the subconscious is 95% of our mind. 95%. And so if we have trouble receiving and allowing things in, a lot of people can't even receive a compliment, right? If I looked at you and said, Bestie, you are so incredible and it is such a privilege to know you. Could you receive that? Could you fully receive that? Or are you like, that sounds nice, but nah. And does it bounce off, right? Because there are a lot of different beliefs that are common that people have that stop them from receiving, right? Some of the most common ones is that we don't feel worthy and we don't feel good enough. But also think about your conditioning. How were you raised to think about money? How were you raised to think about receiving? Were you taught that, greedy people have money? Money is the root of all evil. Do you have a fear of being seen, of being successful? And if you actually allowed yourself to receive, that would then make you go to the next level, which feels unsafe, right? There are all these things that are operating because our subconscious mind is just trying to keep us safe and alive. So based on past experiences that you've had, that's going to dictate how much you can allow yourself to receive. Which is why it is so important that we do this work now, because if you have a big calling, a big impact, a big vision, we want you to overflow so big that you impact everyone in the most positive way, right? That you become a walking billboard for what it looks like to lead with love, with integrity. So the more that you have, the more that you invest in yourself, that you pour into yourself, the more that you have to give away to other people. And that, my friend, is the most selfless thing that you could do. Check out my podcast and all my resources where I can help you unlock whatever belief systems are going on that are holding you back.